Today I got a video on a Excursion here that is a crank no start. Actually just got done putting an engine in it. I truthfully can't remember if the crank sensor was good or not, or I just put it in to plug the hole because I was painting the block. This is the engine I rebuilt, and I sold it to a buddy, and he needed an engine, or wanted an engine, and so I'm like, hey, I got one sitting here, I can cut him a deal. And so I installed it in this Excursion. I'm trying to start it. Engine sounds fine, but I have a crank no start. I'm making high pressure oil, and I'm looking at everything going, what is my deal? Thankfully I have an IDS. I can look at all the PIDs and figure out what's going on. So I have no RPM, it's very erratic, and I don't have Fickum sync or sync, and I'm going to show you now what this is. It really acts just like if you didn't have high pressure oil to your injectors. So your ICP, you're not making high pressure oil, your pump's not working, you have a leak, something like that. And so a lot of people, if they don't have a scan tool that can actually see the data that you need to see, you're going to misdiagnose. And that's why a lot of people, a lot of small shops, people that don't have experience with these engines, will throw a lot of parts at them, and owners, customers get very frustrated, and these engines get a bad rap. It's really just learning how to diagnose them, figure out what's wrong, and fix it. Hopefully it's not something else. Hopefully it's just crank sensor. It'd be pretty crappy. But hey, things happen. So we're going to jump up in here now. I actually don't even have the interior all back together. I'm going to show you all what it... If I can get this going. Okay, we're going to pick Fickum sync, RPM, desired RPM. I like to do IPR. I want to see ICP pressure and voltage. Then we're going to come up over here. I always, for some reason, do Fickum M power, just because, I mean, that is your power going into your Fickum. If that's low, you know, that's the 48 volts, or 58 if you've got a modified Fickum. We're going to do Fickum sync. And where is SSS? I'm going blank. Where'd it go? Oh, I already got it. I already said sync. Okay. I think I thought I had another one up here that I wanted. Anyway. So we're going to go, pull data, and I'm going to crank it and show you guys. Okay, so we got 48 volts. Fickum M power. There's our Fickum sync and sync. Fickum sync is basically, it is saying whenever you have good Fickum sync, it's saying you have a cam signal and a crank signal. Sync, from what I understand, is just signal to the PCM. I'm pretty sure it says yes when you have RPM. You can see we're already making a little bit of pressure on our high pressure oil system. There's RPM, so RPM desired sitting at 4,000, which seems a little excessive. Maybe we have another issue, but it's very erratic. Yeah, see, we're commanding a certain amount. We're making high pressure oil, but no Fickum sync, no sync. So let's dig in. I'm gonna pull that crank sensor out and see what we can figure out. It was tough to film while I was doing this, and I zoom in here shortly, but in this you'll see me reach up, use an air ratchet to get a 15mm nut loose. That holds the main wiring harness, or it's a battery cable that runs out of the starter. That holds the front of the block there on the passenger side. Take that loose. Then you take the stud loose for the ground on the block. Once you get all that out of the way, it's pretty good access to that crank sensor. A little tough to get the connector loose, but once you get that loose, take the 8mm loose, slide the crank sensor out, and it's not too bad. For some reason I was thinking I had to remove the crank sensor. I should think I just said that somewhere in the video, but anyway. I was able to get up to it, up to the sensor. You can see that sensor sitting up there, right there, or the connector. And so then I took an 8mm, broke it loose, slid the connector off, pulled it out. I swear I remember, for some reason I feel like you had to pull the AC compressor, but don't have to. Maybe I'm getting it mixed up with another engine. So, crap on it. I don't see anything wrong with the sensor. Pins look good. So, we'll just try another one. I don't know. Okay, I just got done putting that crank sensor in. Let's see what it does. Much better. We got sync. Okay. Well, right there, you all saw that now, and look at that. Now that so that crank sensor must be just junk. So we're showing sync. I'm shaky as all hell. So, we're good there. You all heard it run. I hope that was helped anybody. The big thing is you need a scan tool that can actually read a lot of this data that these 6 liters have. There's a lot of weird things that the computers need to see to make sure everything runs right. If you don't have voltage and voltage to the FICM, that will create all kinds of problems. This is similar, so we're basically just not getting signals to the FICM. You need to buy something like, I think, now that I say it, I could be wrong, but Forscan and, oh, there's another one, Auto Ingenuity has it. Forscan's definitely going to be cheaper. It's focused towards Ford. It gives you a lot of other opportunities, especially if you own other Ford vehicles. But hopefully that helped you all out. If you got any questions, definitely leave something in the comments. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I already told you to comment, so you can tell I'm new at this.